Guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we've got an absolute banger in terms of value for you guys right here. This literally could change the entire course of your business, your entire course of your agency, your coaching business, your consulting business. This video is going to help you whether you're an agency, consultant. It doesn't matter what service you're providing online, as long as you're an online service provider, such as a consultant, online coach, agency owner, that sort of thing. You're providing a service on behalf of clients. This video is going to help you, and that is how to actually go about closing clients. First of all, attracting clients and closing clients, that come to you organically through the use of YouTube. Guys, honestly, YouTube has been one of the best platforms you can ever use. Well, in my particular eyes, YouTube is literally the best platform you can actually use in order to scale a business, build a consulting business, build credibility. It's just one of those platforms that, first of all, it compounds over time. So for example, like Instagram posts, they're good and stuff like that for the here and now, and they may last maybe a day, maybe a week or something like that, maybe 2 weeks or whatnot. And obviously people can go through and look at your Instagram posts and stuff like that. If they're catchy, then obviously that could catch attention and make somebody DM or reach out to you. But I feel like YouTube is one of those platforms that literally compounds over time. It actually gains compound interest, if you will. And what I mean by that is, with videos that can go, that go viral, they can literally stay on the internet for literally years on end and actually rack up views for years on end. And if you're doing like affiliate marketing, that even this can help you for affiliate marketing in the description. If you're obviously a consultant, online coach, agency owner, literally does not matter if you're starting a social media marketing agency. It's one of the great ways to get clients as well, because you can talk about your services online. So YouTube is one of those platforms that has what I like to call a long half-life. This is basically where you do the work once and it actually grows over time. So here's what I basically mean by this. I've actually done this in my particular videos, where actual real estate agents have come to me, real dentists have actually come to me and actually said, are you still working with dentists? Are you still working with real estate agents? That sort of stuff. And I've actually closed real clients, by the way, using these particular strategies, not just on Upwork, not just on YouTube. I don't know why I keep saying Upwork, guys. Not just on YouTube, but also on, platforms like LinkedIn and stuff like that. So let's talk about, YouTube first, just because of the inbuilt SEO. So first of all, how do you go about closing clients using YouTube organic? Well, number one, first of all, you have to have a content strategy, as in you need to know what you're talking about. So that basically means you need to have a niche. So first and foremost, I'm assuming you have a niche. If you don't, click in the link below. What I'll do is I'll help you out, pick your niche out, help you pick your offer, your service, that sort of stuff, and identify all of that and how you can actually scale that from 0 to 10K if you're a brand new consultant, brand new agency, brand new service-based business, basically. So click the link below. That will take you to Alchemic Agency, which is basically a 4-week program where you get to work with me and actually scale your business. So just real quick, YouTube has actually been absolutely amazing. Now, what you need to do for YouTube though, to get it to work, is you genuinely need to know what you're talking about. So you need experience under your belt. You need some sort of skill or knowledge, either practical skills that you actually have or theoretical skills that you have, and you need to be able to talk about those on actual video. Obviously you need to have at least a slightly professional background and at least a decent camera setup. But I started my YouTube channel with very literally no money, a box, an iPhone to stand my phone on, like literally an iPhone 7 I was recording on, and very bad lighting. Lighting's very good. If you got good audio, I have a Blue Yeti mic, recording right now. So if you got good audio, you can invest a little bit of money, then I would highly recommend that, because it's actually a business expense and it's going to help you build your business. Now, I've got a few notes here. So number one thing you want to do with YouTube is you want to stay consistent. You want to make sure that you're at least dropping 3 videos a week, every single week. Now that sounds like a lot, but honestly, you can literally just batch this out on like a Monday. It only takes you about maybe 20 minutes to plan 3 videos, and then what you can do is actually record those videos, and you only need to be about 10 minutes long each. So you're looking at about 50 minutes worth of work every single week. And what I like to recommend you do, and this is something I wish somebody told me, is just literally just block off that particular 1 hour to 2 hours, just block off extra time, like an hour and a half, and just get your YouTube videos done on the same day every single day, same day of the week, should I say. So if that's Monday for you, then block off 9 a.m. till 10:30 p.m. 10:30 a.m. and actually just have that time just to create your YouTube videos. Now when it comes to actually creating an actual channel, it does take a little while to grow, but I'm telling you, it's the greatest long-term strategy you can ever implement. And again, I would rather take a subscriber on YouTube than somebody on my emailing list. The reason for that is because emails don't grow when I send that out. When I send out an actual email to my actual list, if you will, it doesn't grow over time. But with YouTube, it grows over time. Not only that, but with YouTube, it's like longer form content. where you can literally sit down, you watch me, you can see my personality, you can hear the way how I speak, the stuff that I'm talking about, you can feel my energy almost, if you will, portraying through the actual videos. So it's long form content, and there's no other platform I've actually found that allows you to build up that credibility just like YouTube have. I've been on YouTube now for over 4 years, and I'm telling you, absolute great asset for building a business, consulting business, agency. Doesn't matter what sort of business you have, as long as it's a service-based business. In fact, just building a personal brand on YouTube, even if you don't have a service-based business, so let's say you have a clothing line and you're building out your YouTube talking about how you're starting your clothing line, I'm telling you, you would generate sales just from that, just from having a personal brand, because you gain credibility and you build your own audience that then you can monetize in the background by selling your products to. You can sell products and services. So if I dropped a clothing line right now, I'm pretty sure, and it was actually genuinely good, the quality was good, which obviously that's just a given. If you're going to create anything, you might as well create it with good quality. That would be a given. I'm pretty sure I'd be able to sell quite a bit of merch, to be honest with you, if it was like, related to my niche, if you will. You can't obviously, I don't recommend just creating some random clothing brand that's not relevant to your niche, if you will. So with YouTube videos, you want to make sure, the second point, you want to make sure you have clear call to action. So you want to at least be dropping 3 videos a week. Batch them out on like a Monday or whenever you're free. Obviously, pick a time in your calendar that you're going to be consistent with it. This is the thing about YouTube. Nothing moves for quite a while, but I'm telling you, you just need to forget about YouTube for the first like 6 months. Just literally forget. It's so weird me saying this, but and I'm making a video on it, but just forget about YouTube growth, the numbers, the statistics, and just literally focus on, in the beginning, just getting more videos out. Focus on quantity over quality. That sounds really weird and backwards, but you actually want to focus on just getting as much content out as possible. I recommend 3 videos a week. Now, the reason for that is because you guys are going to be stuck in productive procrastination and fear of doing YouTube. You are going to suck when you start YouTube. I am not even joking. You're going to suck. You're going to look at your old videos and be like, oh my God, I can't believe how bad I genuinely was. I hate the sound of my own voice. Like, even me, by the way. Just to come out of character, if you will, I do still hate the sound of my own voice. You will sound absolutely terrible. You will sound like an amateur. It will be weird. The lighting will be off. You're not going to be perfect. Put it that way, but you're going to get better over time. This is one of those things where you have to just stumble and get into it, and it actually gets better over time. And stay consistent with that. 3 videos a week is what I recommend. Now, number 2 is have clear call to actions in your description. Now, I wouldn't really start putting call to actions in your description straight away, just because you want to build up some value first, build up credibility, build up the authenticity, if you will, first. And then after maybe your first 10 videos, what I would do is actually have some sort of clear call to action in the video, such as, if you want to work with me, click the link below. It will explain this, and this, like how I do in all of my videos, if you will. Because that's just because I practice what I preach, and I know that this is a platform where I have an engaged audience, and they trust me. They've seen me grow my agency and stuff like that. They've seen the whole behind the scenes. They've seen my Stripe account. They've seen me closing clients, actual client testimonials. They've seen everything, like quite literally everything. So there's trust built on my channel. So I have clear call to action for people who are ready to take action, if you will. So clear call to action basically means, making somebody take action. So that just asking somebody to take action, should I say, such as go to the link below, click on it, do this and this. That's a clear call to action. Not only that, but you want to make sure that in your description it's optimized for the best, obviously, clicks for your actual. You want to make sure, basically, long story short, you have a good description that has keywords in it. I'll talk about keywords in a second, because that's obviously an important point. And then you have the actual link to your calendar or whatever it is that you're trying to generate, basically. So if you're trying to generate leads, it will be a link to a funnel or a link to a case study funnel or VSL, the way you're actually trying to generate, email opt-ins or a free ebook or whatever it is. But I do recommend creating some sort of some sort of video sales letter or some sort of opt-in form, if you will, or at least just try generating calls straight away. That's what I recommend. So treat it like almost like a funnel. Your YouTube videos is like top of the funnel, and you're funneling them down into a call. Now, the third thing I recommend you do. So just number 2, just back up. Call to action in your video. That is, actually physically saying the call to action in the video, and then, call to action in the description, click here to actually book a call with me. That would be the second one. The third thing I would recommend, by the way, to add on to that, is have a call to action in your pinned comments as well. That's a very good, a lot of people watch, scroll down and see your pinned comments, and if it says something in the comments and you pinned it, that will be your own pinned call to action in the comments as well. So I do recommend having pinned comments. Now, number 3, I recommend using vidIQ or TubeBuddy. So vidIQ and TubeBuddy are basically like tools that basically help you rank your videos, search for keywords, help you with your SEO, make sure that your title's good, make sure your thumbnail's good, make sure your title's not too long or too short. It gives you recommendations on how to basically, do your tags in your, actual video tags, that sort of stuff. And it gives you like an overall score when you're uploading. Well, vidIQ does. That's the one I kind of use. I use the free version, by the way. But basically what you're going to do is you can use this in a couple of ways. vidIQ and TubeBuddy basically do the same thing, by the way. So long story short, what you can do is you can use vidIQ or TubeBuddy for keywords to help you rank, of course. So it's going to help you and it's going to suggest certain keywords that you put in your video based upon your title and what you're actually saying and stuff like that in the actual video. So what you can actually do is use that for ranking your video. And obviously if you rank higher in YouTube's algorithm, the more views you're going to get. The more views you're going to get, the more leads you're going to generate, the more calls you're going to get on or how many people that actually click through to your funnel, if you will. So obviously the more views the better. More subscribers as well are gonna, and then you're actually going to build a audience much quicker. And this is how you build your YouTube channel organically through SEO. So you're going to use these two tools, TubeBuddy or vidIQ. You can use both. I only use one. To be honest, to do the same thing, so there's no point in using both. I do recommend paying for it though. I'm actually going to start eventually paying for it. So that's one way you can use it for keywords, for ranking, for SEO, to help your videos rank better in the algorithm, if you will. And titles and stuff like that, for your titles to rank better as well, and your description as well. It actually rates all of that sort of stuff. So definitely download that. That's like mandatory, if you will. Second thing you're going to do, or the second way you can use vidIQ, if you will, TubeBuddy, whatever you want to, which one you want to use, is for ideas. So when you actually are ranking for keywords and you're actually, uploading your YouTube video and stuff like that, and you can see the keywords, those keywords that they're recommending and it shows you like how much competition's on the keywords and how much traffic's on the keywords and what the search volume is for each keyword and stuff like that. You can literally take the best of the best keywords, write them all down into like an Excel sheet, which I do recommend you do, or a Google sheet, should I say, and you can actually make those videos. So if there's a keyword that you've not even thought about, such as like top 10 best niches for SMA in 2022, and you didn't think of that, you can literally go make a video on that and actually just replicate that or change it to like top 5 or whatever it is. But these recommendations, the keywords it recommends to you, will actually be good video titles, like really, really good video titles. Because if it's got high search volume, that means people are actually searching for it. So chances are you should actually make a video about that. Now this is another key. Don't make videos you think you should make. Make videos that are already being looked for. This is the big distinguish between YouTube channels that fail and YouTube channels that are actually good. The YouTube channels that are actually good actually make, when they're first starting out to get, the first 1,000 subscribers, 10,000 subscribers, that sort of stuff, they're actually making videos that people actually want to see. So they're doing research into the keywords, seeing the search volume, and they're making a video on that particular topic. So this is how you kind of, for example, if you're in a niche and let's say you're an agency and you type in like Facebook ads for e-commerce, and then you start watching videos and you come across like certain keywords such as like how to run conversion ads for e-commerce. That's a very specific keyword that you didn't yet think about. You just typed in Facebook ads for e-commerce, but this says, best converting, conversion ad types or whatever the keyword is. Basically, you get the point I'm trying to make, but it will give you specific titles, if you will, and then you can actually make a video on that. So that's how you're going to come up with your ideas as well. Not only that, but for ideas, what you can do is you can actually leverage your competition. So you can go to your competition. So the people that are in your niche, whether you're an agency owner and you're creating videos to generate, actual clients for your actual social media marketing agency or your Facebook ads agency, whatever it is, you can do this. If you're a consultant, you can do the same thing. Find people who are already in your niche, right? Talking to the problems of your niche, if you will. So you want to find people that are talking to the problems of your niche. And what I mean by that is, let's say you're a health and fitness coach and or just like a binge. I like to use the word, the binge eating one, or like video game. Let's do video game addiction. Let's say you're an online coach that helps people with video game addiction or something like that, or some sort of business creation. Well, what you would do is find people in your niche that are already doing what you want to do. And what you want to do is you want to go onto their actual YouTube channels and sort their videos by most popular. Then what you can do is take a look at the most popular videos, see what keywords they used on those videos, and see what their most popular videos are. And then what you can do is you can make your own versions of those videos. I don't recommend just copying the videos at all. I just recommend following what other successful people are doing and create those as well. Not only that, but here's a bonus tip. Go and reverse engineer their funnels. As in, like, you'll see somebody in your industry doing YouTube videos to generate clients, right? And you can not only see their popular videos, but go and click the links in their description and see what they're taking you to, and actually follow the funnels through. And what you can actually do is just reverse engineer their entire funnel, if you will, their entire client acquisition. It's actually really, really easy, because when you actually think about this, it's like you're eliminating all the guessing games and just going straight to what actually genuinely works. So you can actually see what their funnels look like, what they actually have on their funnels, what their copywriting looks like on their funnels, what their actual back-end emails look like when you actually opt in, what the actual call is. You can actually even get on a call with these people and hear what their actual scripts are. And when you're actually on a call with them, obviously, if you don't want to buy anything, don't buy anything. Don't waste people's time, but you know what I mean, guys. You can reverse engineer somebody's entire process from front to back. So that's a very, very good way to go about, getting clients organically. Like literally, that's it from A to Z, like quite literally. Now, the fourth point is, I should have mentioned this probably from the beginning. It's obviously niche down. You need to have a niche with a problem, identify that problem, understand that problem, and know how to solve that problem, of course. And then what you want to do is you want to talk about those problems in your videos. So let me give you a real life example. In my YouTube videos, I talk about SMA and how to start an SMA. There's lots of people that want to start an SMA. It's a very, very good business model. It's very hot right now, and I think it will be hot, because it's just genuinely just helping other businesses go from point A to point B with social media. Social media is probably never going to die. Social media is like very, very huge. It's just probably going to evolve into something else. Maybe Web 3.0 social media, virtual reality social media. Even if it does evolve to, virtual reality social media, there's still going to be social media marketing and helping people with that virtual world, if you will, that Web 3.0. So it's always going to just be around. It's always going to evolve. As long as we got an internet, people are going to want to be connected with each other. That's just the way it goes in one way, shape or form. So you can actually, market on that. Even if it just goes back to cold, like email marketing, you can run an email marketing stuff. So agency just, providing a service on behalf of another business, if you will. Same thing as a service-based business. What you want to do is, should I say, what I was basically going on there before I got on the tangent is, with my particular videos, a real life example of this, a specific example of this is the hybrid system. I talk about not only a problem in the SMA space, a very unique problem, which is a lot of people go through a lot of gurus courses and they feel, I wouldn't say burnt, but they feel kind of like they didn't learn enough about lead sourcing, prospecting, and first line writing and doing outreach. Like that kind of is weak in most people's programs, and I've seen this myself. And again, the way how I figured this out is because I just went and bought all the gurus kind of like programs and reverse engineered what they were doing, what's actually wrong with them. Not only that, but I had people come to me and tell, like many people come to me, so many people in fact, that I literally had to change my little tagline to, I'm the dude you come to after you've taken all the gurus programs, you haven't landed clients. So I found a lot of people are going through these gurus online programs and they're not landing clients. So I figured out a system where you can actually land clients in a much more predictable, much more successful rate, if you will, which was the hybrid system. Now I talk about a very specific problem, which is, to do SMA, you have to do lots of outreach. But in order to do lots of outreach, you need lots of leads. So I figured out how to get lots of leads, how to get them, quickly, efficiently, and not with, not very time consumingly, if you will, if that's even a word. So in an efficient, effective way, basically. And I called this the hybrid system, which is genuinely quite a cool name for it. So I created my own frameworks, which is specific to that problem. So not only am I talking about a specific niche and a specific problem, but I've come up with a specific solution called the hybrid system. And I created that own framework, which leads me on to my next point, which is develop your own unique and specific frameworks to solve these problems. So you pick a niche. It's point number 4 on here. So niche down, find their problems, and talk about a very specific problem, and then create frameworks around that. So that's the next point 5. Develop unique and specific frameworks for that particular problem. Come up with names for it. Your binge eating eradication accelerator framework, or whatever it is that you get the point. Hopefully you get the point I'm trying to make. Take that and leverage it and tweak it to your own services, your own solutions and people's problems. Then what you can do, again, like I said, is leverage your own competition, spy on them, see what their most popular videos are, and then reverse engineer those videos. And then obviously, lastly, make sure you have catchy thumbnails. This is something I genuinely need to work on. I'm probably just hire somebody for, but you can hire people on Fiverr to have a very nice, catchy thumbnail. Make sure you have a nice cover letter. I was gonna say cover letter there. I'm still thinking about Upwork in my head. On your actual YouTube banner, if you will, you want to have an actual professional looking cover photo. I believe that's what it's actually called. So make sure that your branding's on point, if you will. Make sure your videos are clean, your edits are clean as well. And of course, that's how you're going to go about growing your YouTube channel to that first 1,000 followers, 4,000 subscribers and beyond, 10,000. If you can follow these and be consistent with this, it will grow indefinitely. And then obviously you can supercharge it with running ads and stuff like that. In the future, that's probably what I'm going to get into. But this is how you grow organically. at least 3 videos a week, have clear call to actions, use vidIQ and TubeBuddy to find keywords that people are already looking for and then create the videos around those. Don't just aimlessly create videos, if you will. It's a very big one. Niche down, obviously, and talk to people on their pain problems. And again, you can find pain problems by doing a very similar thing with vidIQ and TubeBuddy. You can actually go to forums, join Facebook groups, and literally just talk to business owners in your particular niche, your ideal clients, figure out what their pain problems are. And if one of their pain problems are is that I just don't understand how to get traffic for my so-and-so business, my real estate business or whatever it is, then you talk about, actual how to get traffic for that particular niche, if you will. And again, this works with agencies, it works with consulting businesses, coaching business. So if you need help with this, again, here's a clear call to action for you guys. Click the link below. That will take you to a actual video where you can just watch a breakdown of what my actual one-to-one program entails and how I can basically guarantee you clients or your money back. It's a guaranteed program, basically, signed contract and everything. So it's legally binding. So, and there's no wool being pulled over your eyes. So take a look at that. It explains everything, what's included in the program. So I do recommend at least you checking it out because it will be valuable for you. Probably one of the most valuable things you can do for your business. I'm not even just saying that. I literally have students now living in penthouses making 10K per month, like 19, 20, 21 years old or something like that, which is absolutely nuts. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed that. Just recap, should I say? Consistent videos, batch them out. Clear call to actions. Use vidIQ for keywords and for video ideas. Niche down, find pain problems, talk about those pain problems. Develop unique and specific frameworks for those pain problems and talk about them and have call to actions about them. And then leverage your competition to spy on their videos to make more video ideas and stuff like that. Read books, podcasts, all that sort of stuff. That will give you video ideas. You can even go to blogs and stuff like that. And then 7, have catchy thumbnails so that you actually rank well. And obviously SEO, rank well, that's point 3. So hope you enjoyed this, guys. That's how you go about leveraging YouTube organically to get clients. Hope that you've enjoyed this video. Honestly, guys, if you take this and just literally do what I say, you will. Oh, by the way, cross-pollinate as well. Cross-pollinate your YouTube channel. So say on your YouTube videos, follow me on Instagram, that sort of stuff. Make sure you ask people to like, comment, subscribe, obviously to get subscribers. Sometimes you can have those little lower thirds where it pops up and says, follow me on Instagram or like the video, that sort of stuff. Just remind people of that sort of stuff, but primarily push them towards your, booking a call, if you will. So that being said, guys, hope you're doing well. Hope you've enjoyed this. Share your YouTube videos on your social media platforms as well when you're growing those as well, over like your Facebook and stuff like that, so people can see. And yeah, that's how you go about it. Anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed this. Don't forget to drop a like, a comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video pretty soon. Peace.